Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm gonna turn down the volume of the music a bit. Right. So we're heading back into Terraria after the less than successful run yesterday against the goblin army, where we continuously died, but eventually managed to beat it. I'll reflect in a moment. I'm gonna wait until we have perhaps a bit more viewers. But for now I'm just going to put all the stuff back into the chests where it belongs. And then we'll ponder over the events from yesterday. So yeah, for those of you who watched the stream yesterday, we had an encounter with the goblin army, which was anticipated that it could happen when we started crushing some shadow orbs in the corruption. But things went quite bad and I died at least 100 times, I believe, which was probably hilarious, but rather frustrating for me to go through. And I have thought about the reasons why this happened. One of the things I believe is that due to the stream, I go looking for adventure and take more risks than I usually do. Because streaming preparations, building your base and stuff like that is just not as much fun to watch as the actual adventuring, so I take more risks. Secondly, we had bad luck because the shadow orb was crushed and we had the goblin army spawn immediately that same day, which while it's only a chance that it spawns as soon as you break a shadow orb, so I consider that relatively unlucky. Underestimating the difficulty in expert mode is probably also one of the reasons. But the main problem I personally feel is the cause of all our troubles is the lack of preparations that I made. And indeed, already in normal worlds, it is recommended to build something like a battle arena to fight the bosses and to handle the most difficult events. Basically, you shape the world or part of the world to help you in your battle, and I didn't do that. On the contrary, there was this flat surface to the right of my base. If you remember, I more or less flattened out the area here to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. But meanwhile, I made some gaps, some holes, to get to some treasure, and I just neglected to fill the gap again, and that seriously hurt me when I had to go back to my equipment. But while it's recommended to have a battle arena in normal mode, I realized that it's pretty much required to have it in expert mode, especially if your equipment is already low tier for the event. As you know, I was running with silver armor, which is definitely is probably even lower than the recommended armor tier for going in against the goblin army. I'm not sure. I believe it's probably possible if you make the right preparations, but yeah, I didn't, so that's for me the main reason, and that's why I will now go about to actually make a battle arena first before we dive further into dangerous areas and fight more bosses or mini bosses. I have to get rid of all this stuff here. I was forgetting something else. Yeah, another thing that went wrong is that I actually had used my last recall potion. My last recall potion when I was in the corruption and had already taken quite a bit of damage. I felt somewhat threatened, even though there was no immediate danger. I could have easily set it out, maybe walled myself in, used some healing potions, and just walked back to base because I wasn't that far from my base. But instead I used my last recall potion and then immediately wandered off. When the goblin event started, I was far away from base with no teleportation, so I had to walk back, and that also increased the lack of preparation because I was surprised and far off from my base. And the first time I died, I actually dropped my equipment very far away from camp. Okay, let's drop all the copper stuff that we got from respawning. We'll just keep the silver ones. So yeah, a bit of a hassle here, but this time I'm not going to neglect it. I am going to stock everything in chests, make a battle arena, and to craft recall potions we actually need a fish, and that's something I haven't done yet in this game, or in this playthrough at least, and that is to actually go fishing. So we will do that today. We will go fishing and hope we get the necessary fish to craft some recall potions, because we haven't found a magic mirror yet, unfortunately. Magic mirror is a piece of equipment that actually has the same functionality as a recall potion, but you can use it indefinitely. It only requires a bit of mana, but since we're not using magic weapons, we have plenty of mana anyway. Let's see, we already have an amethyst hook, so we don't need a grappling hook on us. Do we have more explosive? Yes, we do. We have the detonator, but we should have some explosives somewhere. Did we lose them? Kinda looks like it. I think I also haven't looked at it, but I quit the game before going back to the skybridge, and I'm sure I lost some valuable stuff on the skybridge when I quit the game, because if you leave the game, the items on the floor will just be removed entirely from the world. Oh no, these are explosives. I thought it was some some type of paint. Right. This is done. Then piggy bank. Okay, this is where we store some of our potions. Let's do a quick stack. Okay, we can get some healing potions in here. We have 2 harpoons, so we can at least drop one of them. Purification powder, we're not going back to the corruption right away. Nope. Oh, I forgot to put the bombs in the chest. Danger sense potions. Let's put them in the piggy bank for now. The harpoon. Harpoon doesn't require ammo, that's a big advantage on the bow. Maybe we just... yeah, let's just take the harpoon and drop the bow. And some arrows in here. Like that. What else? Yeah, we got some more stuff to put into chests here. We don't need the flares. Musket balls. Do we even have a musket gun? We have a flare gun. Right, weapons and tools. Oh no, these are our current items. We don't need the code 1 if we have the harpoon. Though the code 1 does have better, no, faster speed, less damage, so we're not gonna use it. What else? Silver broadsword? No, we don't need a silver broadsword. Our hammer, slime staff, the bat tie. Platforms, torches. Yeah, we have no torches at the moment. Any ores? No, we don't have ores. Let's put the harpoon back. We have 2, so let's put 1 harpoon in the chest, the spiky balls, and the remaining arrows. Any other arrows? Nope. Shurikens, flares, and our flare gun. Right, our inventory is finally starting to get empty. What more? The bombs in the chest. So yeah, as you realize, this is the boring stuff, which is not as fun to watch and to stream. Rally. No. Okay. Oh yeah, we have supplies over here. Do we have any torches left? Looks like it. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna drop some stuff in here for the moment. Sell this. Prickly bear dye. Okay, I just need torches, and where's the dye trader? Over there. Right. Okay, we're almost set to venture off again, but we first need to build our arena. I'm not going to make that same mistake a second time. Yeah, just sell this, we don't need it. Right, craft some torches first, and then we will build an arena, and we will go fishing to have again some recall potions. Just double checking here, where's my wood? Oh, we don't have that much wood left. So we also need to chop down a few trees to get some wood. At one point I will also remove these graves. Oh, we have wood over here. Okay, that is quite a lot better. And we still have some torches as well. Let's take these ones. Right, then our battle arena is actually not that hard. We are just going to create a series of platforms, but with enough distance between them so we can use our grappling hook to move up or down one level, but enemies, normal non-flying enemies, will not be able to go from one level to the next. Only the ones who can fly or teleport will be able to do so. And if I had done this in preparation yesterday, then it would have been much more easier to just run back to my equipment, because most of the goblins would have been down there and I would just run over their heads, and the only thing I would have to worry about were the, the teleporting sorcerers, and to a lesser extent the projectiles, but it would have been pretty easy to just avoid those and go back to my equipment. I might have died, but maybe 4 or 5 times, but not 100 times. And the problem is that once the event had started, there was no way back. Okay, we're running out of platforms already. We're also gonna level the terrain down below, close those gaps. And then it's time to go fishing and craft us some recall potions. And then the next thing we'll probably do in this stream is go looking for the Goblin Tinker. Goblin Tinker, who is a very important NPC, because it allows us to reforge items to get better stats and to combine some items like the lucky horseshoe, the cloud in a bottle, shiny red balloon, sorry, into a single piece of equipment with the abilities of the individual pieces. Right. Okay. I'm not gonna bother building an arena with 5-6 levels, but at least we'd want 2 or 3 to be safe. One thing I do notice that I've had a couple of times where I clicked on one of these slots and it doesn't activate, and I'm pretty sure that did work before. I can still activate them with the number keys, but I am used to sometimes just click on them. Number keys I use mostly for the first ones. I already have automatic reflex to hit 1 for melee, 2 for range, 3 for pickaxe, 4 for axe, 5 for hammer, and to a lesser extent 0 for healing potions. On one hand, you could put the healing potions more up to the front, so they'd be more easily accessible. But the downside is that you can easily also use a lot of healing potions by mistake when you don't need to. Although it is something to consider, because I have more than enough healing potions and resources to craft more if I need to. So maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to put them more in front. But typically when you need to use healing potions urgently, then it is usually already too late. Okay, we'll just go till here and we'll make one more level of our arena. And at some point I'll also want to get rid of the graves that are currently all over the place, reminding me of my defeat. And as you can see, there's a slime on the level below, but it can't possibly reach me at this point, because it just can't jump high enough. I'm not sure the goblin thieves, I believe they're called. The goblin thieves can jump higher than the others, and they may be able to jump up. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's too high, but it is possible. Sorcerers can teleport up there, but that's about it. Hi Gary. No quiz today because I haven't prepared any questions. I was relatively late to arrive, and I didn't want to postpone the stream because it would be too late to start streaming. But I think the test with the quiz yesterday was successful. It was obviously too short, but I believe it is a good thing to spice up the stream and to add some more entertainment for the viewers. I hope you will agree. Oh, I'm already out of platforms again. I'm not sure if how long you've been watching already, Gary, but I was reflecting on yesterday's defeat, and mainly my lack of preparation that caused this. I didn't have sufficient mobility. I could have used better defense. My attacking power was certainly sufficient. Defense was maybe a bit borderline, but I mostly missed mobility because I hadn't made any preparations for the event. And that's why I'm building this arena right now, because I don't want to make the same mistake twice. If I'm not mistaken, the fish that we need to catch is in the cavern layer where we ventured 2 days ago, and that's also where we are most likely to find our valuable NPC, the Goblin Tinker. So more than enough reason to head out there afterwards and find our good friend, the Goblin Tinker. Well, I thought I was ready yesterday. I should have known better. I really should. I fought the Goblin army before on normal mode, and I should have realized that my preparations were really insufficient. Okay, I admit it was also bad luck that they spawned this early. Hi Nitka of Finland, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've been streaming some Terraria the last few days. Played a lot of Terraria a few years back, and there have been quite a few updates, so I went back to the game, playing single player. I'm not very experienced, but I'm not a new player either. And yesterday I got slaughtered by the Goblin army because I didn't make sufficient preparations in advance. And I was probably a bit reckless, smashing shadow orbs while I was still running around in silver armor. So I probably tried to go too fast, because this is expert mode, expert game world, and a medium core character. Right, we're gonna stop here with our arena. I definitely wanna expand my arena later, but at least we have something in case we have something like a slime rain, a blood moon, or something else that happens unexpectedly. Oh, Moon Lord. Well, I haven't even gone that far. I've gone into the hard mode, but I never completed all the bosses, let alone the bosses and stuff that they added the last 2 years. I often come back and start all over again. I think the beginning of the game is also more fun than when you have this uber equipment set. But at one point I will want to defeat all the bosses. Right, we need a fishing rod because we don't have any recall potions left, and we don't have a magic mirror. Oh yeah, I still need to close the gap that I made here in my wall, because enemies are just flying inside now. Get rid of these graves. Yeah, building something pretty is fun, although time consuming. And I'm not sure that building stuff is actually fun to watch on a stream. It's maybe fun to do, but watching the result, most definitely. I've seen some very beautiful worlds, streams, people on YouTube posting videos, some really cool stuff being made. But streaming when you build it is probably not as enjoyable to watch. Right, what can we use for a fishing rod? Well, let's smelt some ores for starters, because we have a lot of ore that we haven't converted to bars yet. So yeah, I have some demonite, but nothing further up. I don't have any shadow scales. I did smash two shadow orbs, but I'm holding off on breaking a third one because I know I'm not ready for the Eater of Worlds just yet. I would want at least some type of piercing weapon and a higher tier of armor. Also, when we smashed one of the two orbs, I had a message about a meteorite dropping. I'm not sure if I already want to check that out, but I also have no clue where it is. I checked my sky bridge yesterday and I didn't see it, but yeah, it's far from a complete sky bridge, sorry. So yeah, I'm not going to look around the entire world to find that meteorite. Oh, wait a minute, I can already craft some stuff with demonite bars without shadow scales. I should probably read more of the wiki, because I'm playing really on memory and instinct. And I thought demonite was only useful in combination with shadow scales. Yeah, true, and the obsidian I cannot mine it. And if I'm not mistaken, I would need at least a demonite pickaxe, correct me if I'm wrong, to mine the obsidian. And to get the demonite pickaxe, I probably need to defeat the Eater of Worlds first. But I'm going from memory here, and my memory is sometimes lacking. Yeah, I don't feel like the Light's Bane would be really useful since I'm using Star Fury. And the Light's Bane doesn't have any stat that is better than the Star Fury. So I'm not going to do that. The War Axe of the North. Well, it's better than my silver axe, but yeah, the axe is not something you use all that often, so I'm not gonna waste my bars on that. And then we have the demon bow, but I have a silver bow with some positive modifiers, so yeah, I'm not gonna use that. So maybe we just use it to make a Fisher of Souls. I haven't got any fishing pool yet, so although wasting Demonite on a on a fishing pool is probably a waste. Let's just make our bars first and see. So platinum 29. That's still not quite enough to get an armor set in platinum. Plus I probably want to skip platinum altogether. Lead. And copper. Right. Now, what fishing pool can we craft? A reinforced fishing pool, 15% fishing power. With iron? And a demonite one, 20%. So why on earth would we make a demonite one? Right, sold. The iron one it will be. And then it's time to venture off and to go fishing, guys. Let's just make sure we put our ores safely in a chest. Always a good thing to do when you play medium core. Make sure your money, or at least the biggest part of your money and your ores, are stuck up safely in. Oh yeah, I also have gold and tungsten. It is. It says a fishing power 20%, while the lead one says 15. So that actually sounds like a very basic improvement. And yeah, it's my first demonite from the Eye of Cthulhu. So I don't really feel like I have it to spare. It's just that I haven't got anything else to craft at the moment. But I better just keep it, I believe. Unless there is some other hidden stat. 5% is more than you think. Okay. But does it increase the speed at which you catch fish? Or does it increase the chance of catching rare fish? Or both? Let's see where we had access to the cavern layer over there. Right. Okay, so you can catch better and more rare fish. I understand. Now, for the moment, the fish I'm looking for, I'm mostly interested in crafting some recall potions, because I don't have any left, and I don't have any magic mirror, so I really want to make sure I can teleport back to my base. And for that, I need a fish, and I looked it up on the wiki. I can't remember the name. But I believe it had a 1 in 4 chance of spawning, or being caught at least, in the cavern layer of the forest biome, which is where we are now, if I'm not mistaken. And I also think we may be able to find the goblin tinker over here. This we found a few days ago. I hadn't seen that before. I believe, what was it called? Granite. Yeah, granite. The armored cave fish. Okay. Now, how did this work again? Okay. So we drop our fishing pole and we just wait. And then an enemy shows up. Right. Second try. Why does it say 0? Does it mean there's no fish in this water? Might go over here where there's a larger area. Still says 0. Right, yeah, the pond's too small. But this one's bigger. My fishing power is 0. But why is it 0? A rash depth meter! Wow, that's a good drop. Yeah, this displays how deep we are underground. Not as useful as such, but I believe it can be crafted together with things like the copper watch to get a radar, if I recall correctly. I'm surprised to get it as an item, as a drop from that creature. Oh yeah, worms, of course. I have a bug net. Wait a second, of course. I have one in my piggy bank, so let's find an area where we can drop our piggy bank. Right. Oh, come on. Bug net. There we go. Now, worms. Where do I find worms? I keep encountering them, but I'm not paying specifically attention. Well, let's just take the piggy bank with us and do some more exploration then first. Because we have to find the goblin tinker as well. Oh. Okay. I used to have the blizzard in a bottle and the cloud in a bottle both at the same time, but I switched one of them and now I don't have my triple jump, which I had gotten used to. There's more water over here. There's a lot of unexplored areas. Oh yeah, the decorative stuff, right. My memory is starting to come back. There we have our glowing mushroom farm. Wait. the decorative stuff, like this thing. Butterflies. I believe I had butterflies, but I'm not going to run back all the way to base just for a handful of butterflies. Let's just see if we can catch some worms then. People who were on the stream a few days ago will remember perhaps that this was the area where I flooded the water to get to the golden chest and then nearly drowned in the process. I may also want to just have my slime follow me. Right. There doesn't seem to be much decorative stuff around here. I may have to go back up. Oh, come on. I'm also remembering that I noticed there was an achievement, and from the description seems to be to reach the top of the map when you can't go up any further. There were no achievements when I played most of the time. They were added afterwards. It seems our fishing adventure is not going very fast. The Christmas stuff started dropping. I hadn't paid attention. Do we have some Christmas stuff? Or did you hear it from someone? I haven't seen. No, I haven't seen anything. I'm guessing there's quite a few games that will have updates right about now with Christmas themed items. Oh, come on. I usually work with danger sense potions. I'm not using them right now. I'm hoping I'm not gonna regret that. On the other hand, there is also an achievement from running into a trap, and I haven't run into any traps yet because I'm too cautious. So it started dropping only in Finland? But if it starts dropping at midnight, then that would be in 1 hour for me. Is there actually anything over here? Because I haven't done any exploring here. Oh yo, these were the guys who fake their death. Right, I'm not running into any worms at all, and I seem to be unable to... We probably need to do more digging. Yeah, it's 20 past 11. Why can't I move past? Right. Come on, worms. I may just need to head back up. To look at my what I've already caught with my bug net. And it will probably be easier to find worms there. No sign of the goblin tinkerer yet, unless I've been blind and completely missed it. We can use this table. And still not a single worm. Well, let's just say this stream is not as spectacular as the one from yesterday. But no deaths so far, which is quite the improvement. All the worms have gone into hiding. Oh, this is not the right way up. We can go that way. I wish I could display the entire map. I don't think it's possible. You can zoom in and out, but not to the extent that you can see the entire map. A snail! Oh, damn it. Would a snail... Right, we have... a mouse! We just caught ourselves a mouse, guys. What on earth can we do with mouse? With mice, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh man, I really need to read up on the wiki again. So as you can see, the part of the world that we have explored is just a very small fraction, because this is a large world. So if you look at the whole network of tunnels over here, it's only a very small portion in the middle of the map. Oh wait, was it a worm? Was it a worm? Where is it? No, it's... might have been something else. There's a worm. There's a worm. We got a worm. Yes. Maybe worms are easier to find in this layer, now that I'm thinking about it. When I was mining through the underground, if I believe this layer is called, I did encounter a lot more worms than I did recently. Not sure why I put 3 torches here. That's usually to warn me of danger. So there might be a trap somewhere around. Although I probably would have removed the trap in the first place. So maybe it's just an old warning sign that I haven't removed after the danger was gone. Okay. Easiest to find on surface, yeah, indeed. That makes sense. Can they also come from grave markers? Maybe we should read the message. A goldfish. Yes, we caught a goldfish. The jester got massacred by Chaos Ball. The jester was chopped up by goblin sorcerer. Which kinda shows my success from yesterday. Jester's face was torn off by a chaos ball. Was murdered by a wooden arrow. Was slain by a goblin sorcerer. Right, I'm not gonna keep this stuff. Just drop them into the garbage. Make sure we don't drop anything valuable. Alright. Okay, there's a worm. Yep, definitely finding more worms here. Right. We probably want to have enough worms before we head back down. Blueberries. Wait, what's this? Oh, nothing. Nothing left here. Strange plant. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want more of these dyes. Oh yeah, because it's raining. Yeah, makes sense. A lot of things in this game actually make sense. Okay, let's look at the other side. It looks like we're not gonna find that many worms over here anymore. I also want to check what I had previously. I know I had something small animal, but oh yeah, fireflies. Yes, bait power, exactly. And a grasshopper. They have less bait power than the worms. So yeah, it's just more, not better. Oh, another grasshopper. Oh. Yeah, this all grass, not really any dirt around. Eskimo zombie. That little slime of mine, you see, it doesn't do that much damage, but it attacks very fast, so you'd be surprised how much damage it can do to your enemies. And you know, once you cast it, it just keeps on fighting. So it's like an automated damage dealer. Right, what do we have? 5 worms, 2 fireflies, 2 grasshoppers. I'm feeling like I might go down and at least already start fishing with what I have and hope that we are somewhat lucky to grab the fish we need for the recall potions. A red slime banner. I didn't have a red slime banner yet. Nope, we had green, purple, blue and winter slime, but not the red. Good one. Oh yeah, we can hang it on a platform. Well, let's put it on here. I'm gonna drop some stuff in one of these chests. Oh yeah, I have some more stuff in here. Okay, nothing. There's the musket I was looking for earlier. Right, everything we don't need right away is going into the chests. Glowing mushrooms, a mouse. Still not sure what we can do with the mouse. Well, yeah, even the gold and the silver, because it's just a tiny amount. Fish, grey bricks, yep, rope, lenses, the rain hat, another strange plant, blueberries, well, not the rash depth meter. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these items here, and the depth meter I'm going to put it in my main chest here with weapons and equipment. Mouse can be put into a terrarium. Okay, thanks for the useful tips and information, Nitka of Finland. Okay, oh, worm there. Yeah, let's just catch a few more. Profit from the fact that it's currently raining. Oops, wrong button. Oh no, I didn't have the bug net equipped. I clicked 7, but there we go. Dropped a bunch of rope. Can this thing drop worms? I believe so, but one thing I would like in this game is that the health be shown somewhere in the middle of your screen. Because at the moment it's flying fish. At the moment it's at the top right, and it's easy to not notice when your health is going down. Not when you're fighting a strong enemy and you know it, but when you are fighting a lot of weaker enemies, especially in expert mode, you sometimes take more damage than you think, just from a continuous series of weaker enemies at a faster rate than you regenerate, and before you know you're at a low health without really realizing it. Oh, did I just catch 2 worms at once? Nice. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere with our bait. I think it's about time we head back underground. Especially since we are reaching the desert here, and I sincerely doubt that we'll find worms in the desert. And in general, this game is pretty logical. Right. I'm still thinking about other games to stream. Boulders, okay. But still, I'm assuming you'd find worms in the forest more easy, especially when it rains. Well, either way, we have 12 bait items, so enough to go underground, and hopefully we find some useful fish. Oh, now I remember why I put the torches here. It's the point where my partial elevator ends, and I couldn't go further because I have a lot of water right below it. Yes, but I haven't been to the jungle yet. And I remember the jungle from normal mode as a relatively tricky place. So in expert mode I'm quite hesitant to go to the jungle right now. Although it is probably easier than the dungeon or the corruption, although, yeah, not entirely sure. It does have these long arm things that go through the ground. And forgive me for not remembering all the names. I do recall the desert being a relatively dangerous place, until of course a certain point where you have better equipment. But at this point, yeah, stay away from the wasps indeed. And it's true, you can kind of avoid the most of the enemies in the jungle besides the common bats. But the long arm things, you can generally just avoid them. Where is my... Oh, I have to go around. Okay, this is not the most efficient way to go down. I need to make a shorter path sometime. And this one also. My god, I made it hard on myself to move down. It's also because we had a lot of bodies. Now, have you played a lot of expert worlds already, Nitka? Or is your experience mostly coming from normal? Because it's my first playthrough on normal and on expert, and generally I'm doing pretty okay. Besides, with the exception of one or two encounters, most notably the King Slime, which caused me some trouble, and the Goblin Army, which caused me a lot of trouble. But besides that, I can't say that I'm having lots of problems with expert thus far. Did I just take the wrong route? I did. It is not the cavern layer. This is the way to the winter and desert. Maybe I should just make a new path somewhere around here and connect both tunnel networks together. That sounds like an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm still wondering why I can no longer click on my items in my quick access bar. Hi, HoundTim95. Welcome to the stream. There's something glowing. Seems like simple, ordinary blink route. You beat expert mode. Nice. The thing is, I find it hard to invest large amounts of time in one game, because I'm interested in so many games. Well, that's not to say that I never invest a lot of time in a single game, but I feel that the game really needs to earn that. And we found ourselves a lot of platinum, so it wasn't a bad choice coming here. Right. Mouse. Okay. Let's dig ourselves around this water network, shall we? Or isn't this... Yeah, there's more water down below, so we're just gonna... And this is the cool thing about Star Fury. You can use it to explore and look for natural caves in your immediate vicinity. And I got Star Fury pretty much at the very start of the game. After I went only a tiny bit underground, I decided to go up and build a sky bridge. And I ran into a floating island almost instantly by sheer luck. And it had a Star Fury. And then I went the other direction and I found another floating island with a lucky horseshoe, which is really great if you're like me and your most common cause of death is fall damage due to recklessness or just bad luck, like an enemy pushing you off into a large cavern and you fall to your death. It's things that happen from time to time. And I generally just feel that much more safer when I have my lucky horseshoe. Or at least something like Cloud in a Bottle that can let me double jump and prevent fall damage. Or a grappling hook as well, of course. If you can grapple, but that's more risky. If you can grapple at the last minute, you can also prevent falling to your death. And I have to continue to put platforms because it's a lot easier to go back up with platforms than if you have to rope your way through a straight up tunnel. I'm just gonna check my settings for a moment because I'm really confused why I can't click on the items in the menu. Placement and progress. Auto pause is on, yeah. Right, but why can't I click my stuff when I'm in? I'm very sure I could do this before. Just click on items in the quick access bar. And now it only seems to work with the keyboard shortcuts. Oh, nice! We found ourselves a gold chest. This is totally unexpected. And there's more over here. Yes! Yes! We were all doing this whole effort to find a fish to craft some recall potions. And what do we find on the way? A magic mirror. This is pure awesomeness. So forget about the recall potions, guys. We no longer need them. Because we now have a magic mirror. Right, where are we going to dig now? I wanted to connect both tunnels. Well, we might as well go through the ore, although we have plenty of copper already. We can still use it to craft maybe even bricks. Copper bricks wouldn't look that bad. It's definitely better than digging through dirt. Right. Yeah, we were less lucky when we went through the shadow orbs in the corruption. Although the shadow orb that we have equipped is useful to have a little bit more light. But I think, I'm not sure what, I think we had a musket from the other one, which didn't seem particularly useful. Right, progress so far. What did we want to do today? We wanted to go through and analyze what went wrong yesterday. We did that, and conclusion was that we were mostly just badly prepared. Secondly, we wanted to go fishing to have more recall potions, but we found the magic mirror. And we wanted to have at least a temporary battle arena to better prepare for future encounters with bosses or events. So the only of our goals for this today was actually to find the goblin tinker, and I would really like to find him and get myself a tinker's workshop. I love these sounds. A blood moon! Okay, I'm glad we found that magic mirror and we'll be able to head back upstairs. I'm also glad we actually built our arena. That will make it even easier to handle these guys. And we almost connected our tunnels. So I'm gonna go back up. Oh yeah! One thing I forgot, while fighting the goblins, I reset my spawn point to be closer to the equipment that I had dropped, and I should set it back to my bed, of course. There we go. And then we can head out and farm some zombies. Oh yeah. The shadow orb changes color during Blood Moon? I wasn't aware of that. Now it would have maybe been better, since we're always fighting on this side, I probably would have done better to hang the banners on this side of my house. Because now we miss the bonus for fighting slimes and demon eyes. Although yeah, it's not much of a problem to fight them anyway. There we go. Blood zombie banner. That's also one I haven't got yet. Good news. So yeah, Blood Moon isn't really scaring me anymore. Not really. It's the third one I have in this game. and none of them has ever been a problem. Not even the first one when I was still running copper armor and something like a silver sword. One thing I do have with this arena now is that my stars, of course, are only reaching the upper floor. Oh, healing. So actually fighting on the ground is not as effective when there's platforms on top. I hadn't thought about that before. Yeah, there's quite a few in the tunnel below here now, so they can't reach me. I can kill the one at the top of my screen without even risking any damage. Must make sure I use healing potions in time. Keep my health up. I have enough and they're easy to craft, so I shouldn't be greedy on them. Just use them whenever I get lower on health. That's just the smart thing to do. Although I'm not gonna waste any other potions, because yeah, it's going easy enough. The 400 zombie. So yeah, one other thing, yesterday during the stream I was trying to run a quiz, just a test. It was a bit too short, but I think it was a fun thing to do, and I'm definitely going to continue that concept. It's just that I now have to prepare more questions, of course. So expect some quizzes to be run in the future. At the moment, you only get points and a leaderboard. There is no real advantage to be gained from those. Later on, I might go and implement something like loyalty points and subscriptions, donations, and yeah. Getting a certain number of points in the quizzes may grant you some benefits at that point. We'll see. I haven't thought this through yet. We're definitely not at the stage of subscriptions and that just yet. Who knows? I may even do game giveaways. But then I'd need a bit more viewers first. In case you're wondering, I haven't streamed much yet. I did a couple of streams earlier this year, around March, April, I think it was, and yeah, a few ones this week, and that's it. Right, it's 2 AM. If I'm not mistaken, this will end around 4 AM. 2 more hours to go. At the start I also didn't realize that it was enough to have the watch in my inventory. wasn't really necessary to equip it in one of the equipment slots. Check all the floors, because my slime may have killed some enemies, so there may be loot on this level. A nice village? You mean my home with all the NPCs, or you mean all the zombies? And there's still way too many graves around here, reminding me of my defeat from yesterday. And I'm sure I died more than the number of graves that were spawned. Oh yeah, the thing you're building. The groom! I already beat the groom. I also beat the bride in this game. And I also had Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones. I got an achievement for Bones and the groom, but not for the bride. I was expecting she would also have an achievement. Maybe I missed it, but I don't think I had one. And I noticed that Dr. Bones is actually quite a rare achievement. Only less than 9% has it, which is far less than most of the bosses. Or at least the pre-hardcore hard mode bosses. Now technically I could use these tombstones to as signs, but they will constantly remind me of my bad performance yesterday, so that's not what I plan to do. Just get rid of them. It's cool that you get different types of gravestones. Right. Yeah, I'll go to building at one point. Building is more something, well, at the start I rather have something relatively functional, and I don't really mind if it looks well. Then at some point I really want it to be somewhat better looking as well. Like what I have here is already better than your basic starting house, of course. And it's only when I really get bored of adventuring that I go to really build something beautiful, or what I consider beautiful. But I don't forget cosmetics. You see I have a cape, I have the archaeologist's hat equipped, I have some dyes. You can also see paintings. I actually spent money on the skin and the paintings that you see there. The chalice over here on the fireplace. Right, let's drop some more stuff in chests first, shall we? And then we still have to find our friend the Goblin Tinkerer. That's the only thing I'm not as satisfied with this far, is that we still haven't found the Goblin Tinkerer. Well, might as well keep the regeneration potion on us, could always be useful. Banners. Looks like I already have a blood zombie banner, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And any particular theme, Nitka? The house that you're building? I haven't used this either. I already had one money through. Not sure, is this a one-use item to summon a flying piggy bank? Because I'm always carrying my piggy bank with me. So in that case, it's not something that would be really useful for me. Right. Well, we might as well go fishing anyway when we're underground. Medievalish, I like it. Middle Ages were a great time. I really like the medieval aesthetics. And I think they are also incorrectly considered as Dark Ages in some ways, because culturally I think the Middle Ages was a very interesting period. You can use this as much as you want. So basically, instead of having this piggy bank and workbench, I could just carry on around the money through. And as it's flying, if I understand correctly, I wouldn't have to drop it down on the ground. Something I have to do every time with my regular piggy bank. Yeah, then that is a very useful item. Although I have two now, so I don't really need to. And we're again heading off in the wrong direction, aren't we? Oh no, we can go around here. And then we have to head back east. That's the thing. We have to head back east when we come down here. Alright. The thing is, what I'm wondering now is, does the Goblin Tinker appear in caves that you've mined previously, or only when you go to areas that you haven't been before? Because then of course I will never encounter him here. Yeah, I need to go to the east. Still to the east. Okay, this time we're heading in the right direction. Can appear anywhere underground. Okay. Yeah. Well, I thought as much, but I wasn't sure. Thought maybe he appeared, or was more likely to appear when you ventured into new areas. Oh, and again I didn't take the ideal route. I should have come in this way. But anyway, there's still... this was a big network of natural caves with a mining cart running through. That was already there. I made some big progress here in exploration when I discovered those caves. I didn't know where to start looking, and I haven't even explored everything yet, so there's still a few dark areas that may even have more connected caves. So the one thing I do notice is that we have a lot of forest area where we have suddenly desert underneath, and also Winterworld, because we have Winterworld immediately to the left of our base and desert not too far to the east. Right, we were going fishing, Okay, where's our fishing pool? Okay, so now we have 12 fishing power if I am interpreting this correctly, but this is still a pretty small pool of water. We may need to look for a better place to go fishing. Did I just miss it? Yeah, a bass. There's our first fish. Nothing very valuable. And the skeleton's gonna attack. No, he can't reach us. And our slime's gonna get rid of him. Okay, we need to move up to a different pool of water. That's clear. We're not catching anything here. Right. This is a large body of water. We still have some chandeliers over here in this house. I missed it. Right, we also had a large body of water over there to the east. And another bass. Well, the fish I was looking for previously for recall potions, I don't need it anymore, but there are some other useful fish that we might be able to find. Oh, worm, bug nets, there we go. Where did the worm go? I can't see it with this. Oh, it's not a worm. It's a mouse again. Another mouse. Yeah. What's that? Oh, there was a slime in there that I completely hadn't seen. And I'm in darkness. And there's another one. Not much useful over here. Okay, let's continue fishing. And then we just gotta hope that we find the goblin tinker at one point. I hadn't seen the granite thing coming in. Alright. Healing potion, no risks. Could just as well fish from here. Right. Well, the fishing thing is not really going very well. Thing is, I was going to fish in the cavern layer because the fish we needed for recall potion could drop around here. Now that we don't need it anymore, we might as well go fishing elsewhere. There we have him, the goblin tinkerer, guys. Thank you for freeing me, human. I was tied up and left here by the other goblins. You could say that we didn't get along very well. Well, you could say that we also didn't get along very well with your goblin friends, sir. Right. Shop. But we don't have enough money, probably. 10 gold for the tinkerer's workshop. Rocket boots. 5 gold. Yes. Yes, sir, give me these rocket boots. Oh, wow. Plus 3 melee speed. That's pretty awesome. We also have the Intrepid Hermit boots, which has the same modifier. Yep. But I think with the Goblin Workshop we could merge those two into Spectre boots. I believe it's Spectre boots. I might be mistaken here. Which increase both your speed and allow flight. Well, Mr. Goblin Tinkerer, we are just going to head back to base now, because we got everything we needed. Where do we put Mr. Goblin Tinkerer? Nearby, because it's... Oh, here. Ideal. Yep. Put him near our bed. I definitely want to make this room bigger where my bed is, because when I get killed, it's medium core, I respawn here into this small area, and if you have like a teleporting boss, he would spawn into the small area and you can't get out, and you continuously respawn in that same small area, so it's better to have a larger room to spawn. So that's another thing I will have to do, but that requires me to reconstruct part of my base here. So the Goblin Tinker is not around yet, but he does have his room. But he is far underground. So the thing I'm wondering now is whether he will automatically make his way up, which he can't. He definitely can't. Will he appear automatically when I wander off screen and come back? Or will I really have to leave the game and come back in? Let's just wander off screen for a moment and see if that helps a bit. Meanwhile, we can look if we haven't forgotten any loot around here. And it seems we had. It was very minor. A lens and some coins. Mobart was slain? Oh yeah, that's a Goblin Tinkerer. Okay, so that means he died while trying to make his way up to his house. And a new Goblin Tinkerer will spawn at one point. No, we don't need the grave marker. Well, fact is here that the double jump, the flight is obviously better than double jump. But the quick out in a bottle does have a +4 movement speed bonus. The thing is, do I swap out the cloud in a bottle, or do I swap out the Hermes boots? This also allows faster movement and +3 melee speed. But the cloud in a bottle gives me +4% movement and double jump ability. So I'm going to remove the Hermes boots to equip the rocket boots. Right, Shield of Tulu, rocket boots, cloud in a bottle, horseshoe, and a warding shackle. Yeah, the shackle, it does have a +4 defense bonus, so that's 5 defense. That's quite significant at this point in time, so I'm probably gonna keep the shackle. And the faster move speed and a bit of extra melee speed are not going... I already have fast melee speed, look at this. So yeah, I'm going with this until we have the possibility to reforge some stuff and combine things. We will use the rocket boots instead. Oh, I haven't tried them. It's been a long time since I had something to fly. Woo! Woohoo! Rocket boots! So yeah, you can't use them indefinitely, but it's definitely a large difference with your regular jump and double jump, triple jump ability. You just hold space and you can jump a lot higher. Might also do this on my sky bridge to see if there are no floating islands nearby, just above or below. I also forgot that I had during last stream the arms dealer showing up, and I hadn't gone to see him yet. So let's see as well what he has to sell. The mini shark, yeah, but 35 gold, that's quite a lot. It's incredibly fast weapon. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy it right now. I may do so before I go into some of the other biomes, but at the moment the mini shark, yeah, not the pistol for sure. I think you need a mini shark as well to craft something else. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Hey, Mr. Goblin Tinker, what are you doing in my bedroom? Okay, let's take our gold. 59 gold, 60 gold. Yeah, we have over 60 gold. So the Tinker's Workshop is definitely the first thing we'll buy. What else do we have? A tool belt. Yeah. It's good if you are building stuff to increase your block placement range, but you don't want to get any of the other equipment out when you are adventuring. I already have a grappling hook, the ruler, nah, thank you, and we already have rocket boots, so okay, that's all for now. We might use reforge, but it's costly, so we're first gonna see if we can combine items before we reforge them. Because if you combine two items, I don't know them all by heart, the recipes, but say you combine rocket boots with Hermes boots to get a combined boot. What's the name again? I can't remember. Spectre boots, I believe it's called. If you combine these two, then the modifier will be rerolled. So at this point, the rocket boots have a +3 melee speed bonus, the Hermes boots as well, but the combined item might have only a 1% melee speed or +1 defense or something like that, something minor. So there's no use in reforging the individual pieces if you are going to use them in crafting. Okay, our Tinker's Workshop. And we're gonna change things around. I don't want him in my bedroom, I just want him nearby. So let's put him in this room over here. Did I not click him? Yeah, I did. Okay, he's coming down. And I'll be putting the Tinker's Workshop in his house. There we go. And let's see if we can combine the boots. Yes, we can. Spectre boots. Yes, of course. There's definitely better. The point I was trying to make, Nitka, is that there's no point reforging the Hermes boots or the rocket boots when I intend to combine them with the Tinker's Workshop. So spending money on reforges is only useful if you intend to use the item for longer period of time, which is not the case here. Okay, let's see if we get lucky. Spectre boots. Rash Spectre boots. Did I just say we might get melee speed but less? Well, we did get less. The individual had plus 3% melee speed, both the Hermes boots and the rocket boots, and now we got plus 2. Not bad, but yeah, the previous was better. And as you see, the Spectre boots give us both flight and faster running speed. So it's like equipping both at the same time. Since you can only equip 5 items, you actually win a slot to equip something else and still get both abilities. Okay, let's see how much it costs to reforge them, because the Spectre boots will definitely be an item that we use for quite a long period of time. Place an item to reforge. Oh yeah, that was it. I have to put them in here. 4 gold, 3 silver and 33 copper. We have 50 gold. So definitely we are going to reroll them. Armored Spectre boots. Alright, I'll settle with that. Yes, okay. Armored Spectre boots. I'm definitely not gonna reroll this. You can get plus 4 defense, but the chances are we might roll something worse, and if we have to spend like 5 gold every time and we only have 45, I'm not going to take the risk to spend all my money just to get 1 extra defense. So we're not gonna reroll the Spectre boots anymore. Then what else do we have? The Shield of Cthulhu. Can you get a modifier on the Shield of Cthulhu? Let's see if we can roll it. 50 silver. Well, it doesn't have a modifier. So does this mean that for 50 silver I can get a modifier? Or can it lose some of its current stats? Do you know this, Nitka? Or anyone else on the stream? Not that you are hundreds or thousands of viewers, but because I'm glad with the shield I have, but I don't want to lose anything. But if I have a chance to add modifiers, it adds a modifier for only 50 silver. Okay, there we go. The Hasty Shield of Cthulhu. Yeah, but we already have a lot of extra movement. We have 4 movement speed on Cloud in a Bottle. We have Spectre boots. 12 copper to reroll. That's nothing. Okay, next. Angry. Plus 3% damage. Okay. Plus 3% damage. It's not bad on an item like this. Though I probably prefer more defense than more damage at this point. But the price went up now to 66 silver. Yeah, let's reroll. Wild, no. Quick, no, not quick. Jagged, no. Violent. No. Extra melee speed is not useful. Eh? More damage would have been useful, but melee speed, no thanks. Arcane. I don't have any magic weapons at the moment. But all these 50, 60 silvers is going to add up. Okay, one more. Precise. Critical strike chance. Plus 2 is not that much, but critical strike chance is a good modifier. I would say. Well, I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm not gonna keep re-rolling till we have a perfect shield. Cloud in a bottle we intend to combine in the near future with something like shiny red balloon, lucky horseshoe. The warding shackle already has maximum stat, +4 defense. Right, any of our other items? The Star Fury. Can we reroll Star Fury? Yes, we can. 1 gold, 66 silver, and 66 copper. Done. Zealous! Wow! 9% critical strike chance. Right. I'm gonna keep it. Harpoon. Well, I'm not using ranged much. The axe and silver and pickaxe are good. The lead hammer is good. Yeah, we don't need good stats on those. We don't use them to fight, so... Right. Anything else? The hook? No, we can't do that. Wouldn't have made sense, of course. Equipment? Nope. Right, I'm gonna keep it at that. So that's why I'm glad we found the Goblin Tinkerer people and the Tinkerer's Workshop. Because we have a better weapon with more critical strike chance. We have a better shield, also with more critical strike chance. We have now Spectre boots instead of Hermes boots. And it also has a +3 defense modifier, which brings us now at 23 defense. So 20 versus 23. It does add up. It does make a difference. Especially in Expert, where enemies do significantly more damage. I believe more defense is probably more useful than more damage. Although you can't neglect damage, of course, but if I have to choose between both, I prefer more defense. Because you do get hit, no matter what godly weapon you use at this point, you do get hit. Right, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We didn't do that much adventuring today, but we did prepare ourselves more. And we will be ready to do some more adventuring in the coming days. I'm not sure when the next stream will come up. Tomorrow is unlikely, but during the weekend, either Friday or Saturday, I will probably stream next. Saturday is very likely. I intend to do a regular stream every Saturday as of now. Whether we will stream Terraria is a different question. I will definitely continue playing Terraria and stream it on a regular basis. But for the Saturday stream, it's possible that I do something different. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening, everyone, and see you around, guys.